This your brother, the indescribable 1981, back at y'all again. Y'all see that sun in the sky? It is not playing. You feel what I'm saying? That sun is not playing right about now. You feel me? I'm talking about hot heat. Nothing but desert, you feel me? Hot heat. Alright. This video here gonna be a video that a lot of y'all gonna resonate with. Some of y'all might agree, some of y'all might not agree. But we know in this world here, words are powerful, and things you say out your mouth, you have to be careful. One thing, the reason why words are so powerful now, because if you're a person that's real weak and you speak and say something, nobody really not gonna make a move because they don't feel your power. They don't feel nothing. You're just saying, you know. Like for example, somebody might say, pass me the salt. Nobody might pass the salt because they didn't feel no type of energy or force behind it. Excuse me, y'all. Could one of y'all please pass me the salt? I would appreciate it. And then the salt get passed. You see the difference? So, what I'm basically saying in this video is, it's a lot of our people out here, men, women, and children. Children, they learning. Children learn, and they learn from the adults. But a lot of men and women out here, we'll say things out our mouth, and then when those things happen to us, we don't understand why these things are happening. A lot of times things happening in our life because it's things we said out of our mouth that we probably don't remember or we don't want to agree with. But we need to hold ourselves accountable for that. All right? For example, I said many times in my past, and I said this in an old video, I said many times in my past that, if worse come to worse and I got to get out of my household situation, or, in order to sacrifice me having a home so that my children or my daughter or anybody could stay or whatever, I always said to myself, I will be the first to sacrifice and leave out so that my daughter or the children can stay. And this could be in any type of situation. This could be in any type of situation. And lo and behold, I manifested this situation where now I'm homeless. Temporarily, I'm homeless. Y'all see me outside making these videos. And I can't blame nobody but myself because I spoke this in past time one time, a couple times. If I have to sacrifice leaving my home so that my children and whoever else can stay, then I'll go ahead and be homeless for the sake of the children being able to stay. Like I said, you've had situations where the father is paying child support or the father is helping out the mother. And when the mother is no longer in a relationship with the father and he has to get out of the home, the mother might be on housing or Section 8. And because the father is no longer with the mother, he's upset and he's jealous that he's not her lover anymore. And she has a new lover who can come and stay in the house with the child, unbeknownst to Section 8 or anybody, because mothers are going to do what they're going to do if they're in love. All women know this. And then the father who's supposed to be in there, he gets upset and jealous, calls and tells a lie to DCF or Child Protective Services, and then calls and reports certain things that are happening as a lie to Section 8 and housing, causing the mother to lose the home so that her and her boyfriend don't have no other stay. And then, out of selfishness, the child don't have a roof over their head because the father got jealous and called and told a lie to housing because he's upset and jealous. The mother doesn't want him no more. She has a new boyfriend, and he can only come to deal with his child, but he can't come to live. I'm not the type of person to do that. I will let my child live in the house with their mother on housing in Section 8 because my child has a roof over their head out of unconditional love and compassion, despite the fact that I'm upset because I'm not in a relationship with the mother no more. See, I don't do that type of stuff. I'll take that loss of the relationship with her and keep the relationship with my child so that my child can keep a roof over her head and continue to have love for my child and accept the fact that, hey, my baby mother doesn't want me anymore, but I'm not finna mess it up for my child. That's the situation I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. So some things I speak out of my mouth, I hold myself accountable for because it was powerful that I spoke this into existence. Now I'm homeless so that my daughter won't be homeless. I'm homeless so that my children won't be homeless. They either with their grandparents, you know what I mean? Both of my children are with their separate grandparents. But the point is, they're not in the system and they're not in foster care. So they're straight to be with their biological grandmothers. That's what I'm happy for. So as long as they happy, I'm happy out here being homeless. Despite the weather, despite me not having much to eat, but I come across some mango trees here and there. You know what I mean? I may get a few food stamps here and there, but I don't want to keep relying on the government. I'm actually out here doing the best that I can because I know 5 billion people is not supposed to be here on this earth. I know we can speak ourselves into manifestation and things into this existence out here that, you know, a lot of times we're not careful for. There's been times that I've said things to my baby mama, you know, when I was with my baby mother. I broke up with my baby mother like, I want to say 8 years ago. It's around 2016 I broke up with my baby mother. She turned 56 years old May 18th. You know, I have 2 baby mothers. One that's a year younger than me. She's born in 82. And then the other baby mother, she's 1968. She's 13 years older than me. Beautiful children. They're very smart, very intelligent. And like I said, I was told in past times from a older rabbi, my elders, I was told past time, when you have a powerful child that comes here on this earth, especially a son, the father usually is not in his life. This is by spiritual design, not necessarily a dad being a deadbeat dad, but by spiritual design. Usually if a child is a powerful soul, they may not have the mother in their life or they may not have their father in their life for too long. My son, I'm not in his life right now, but he's with his mother's mother. He's not in the foster care. He's with his mother. And from what I hear, he's amazing. I'm talking like this because I'm in the sun and I love it. My daughter, she's not with her mother. She's with her grandmother, her father's mother, which is my mother. She's not in the system. She's with her biological grandmother, which is my mother on her father's side. You know what I mean? And I'm happy for this because they're still with relatives, family that's bloodline. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for this situation. This don't bother me. I'm one of those parents that I would sacrifice so that everyone else can have. Now, another reason I'm making this video is to let y'all know it's too many grown people out here, grown men and grown women. I don't care if you're gay, bisexual, or you're straight. If you said shit out your mouth and it manifested, and you blaming other people for the shit that manifested in your life, you should not be blaming people for shit that manifested in your life. It's probably been times you said in your life, man, if I got to, I'll walk away from every fucking thing. And you manifested a situation in your life where you done walked away from everything. It's been some of us in our life, like I myself, I've said things like, you know, man, if I have to, I'll turn my back on the whole motherfucking world. Fuck smoking weed. I give a fuck about eating food. Fuck living in a house having to pay rent. Fuck having to drive a car to pay taxes and pay gas. And look, I manifested a situation where I don't have no house, no home. I don't have no car. I'm not on child support, but I am paying back pay. I don't have no car note bills. I don't have no car insurance. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no light bill, no water bill. Only thing I have is probably a little small phone bill. But the fact of the matter is, I've spoken these things in past time, and now I'm in a situation where I'm homeless and I don't have none of those responsibilities. Self-focusing on my child to make sure she's okay even though I'm homeless. And then making sure that I'm okay out here being alive so that I can be alive in the physical to continue to help my loved ones, because I don't have nobody married nagging the fuck out of me where I can't work a job. I don't have nobody holding me down nagging the fuck out of me. The only one that's doing that is my mother, which I don't mind, because a mother gonna worry about her children. A mother's gonna worry about her children whether you're a grown man or a little child or a teenager. In the house or out the house, independent, overseas. It's always good to check on mama and work, make sure your mama is okay. Another reason I'm making this video is because a lot of us as grown people, we like to blame others for our situations, but we don't want to be accountable. It's a lot of people out here don't want to be accountable for the things that they brought on themselves. I've always said that, I don't care about being married, but I wouldn't mind being married to a righteous, holy woman. Now, I know I can manifest a good woman, a righteous, holy woman, who don't have no social media, who knows how to cook and clean, and who knows how to work side by side with me as her husband, equally in power, so we can get this thing on the road. Let us. You feel me? Ain't no man greater than no woman greater than no man. We just function in different ways, and we're equally powerful in our own ways for the things that we're used for while we here on this planet Earth, doing what we need to do, caring for ourselves and caring for the greater good in others. Most people out here have said things and done things behind the scenes that if you ask them, did you say this or did you do this? Have you ever said this or have you ever done this? They'll say no, or they'll say that they can't remember. Now, they may be telling the truth and being honest. Yet, I know many times in situations where someone has told me something about myself, and then I actually had to sit down, smoke me a blunt, go off by myself, take me a sip of some wine. I'm talking about in past times, even times like now. And sit and think, has there ever been a time I spoke something that I said I was going to do and it happened? Yes, there's many things I spoke that came to manifestation in the reality. And I said that shit, and I said, you know what? I did say that one time. I did say that a long time ago. And then it ended up happening. See, a lot of people out here, they'll do things, and then you bring it back to their attention. A lot of times they do remember what they say, but they'll just play dumb and they'll have amnesia like they ain't say these things. Then when they actually sit down and take a moment, you know what I'm saying, to have a smoke session, or, reality hits them and they realize, damn, you know what? That man was right, or that woman was right. I did say that before. Years ago, I do remember saying something like that before. Years ago, I did mention that to my child some years ago. And you know what? Now that it manifested, I have to hold myself accountable and say, you know what? I forgive myself for manifesting this right here, speaking this out of my mouth years ago. I acknowledge and I accept and I admit the fact that I did say that right there, what you telling me some years ago. And now that it manifested, I can only hold myself accountable and forgive myself and realize I fucked up. Now I choose to take back my power from them things that I manifested, and I choose to manifest only things that are positive because I see how powerful my words are. Okay? So now I can start from rock bottom, being homeless at 0 point out here in nature, and manifest the good from here on out. I'm talking about manifest the good beyond the system, beyond depending on food stamps, beyond depending on others, but depending on my word, the co-creative power of faith, and the life and vitality that I have breathing through my body and my mind and my spirit from the Most High Creator that gave me this life, that gave the universe life, gave the stars life, that gave the manifestation of light and darkness life and actuality. There was even times in the Bible, like when the flood of Noah, where we read in the scriptures where God had said, I forgive myself And I made a mistake in making mankind. Because if I knew mankind was going to come to be this bad or this wicked, you know, I messed up creating mankind. Now I got to destroy it with a flood and get this shit over with and try to start over. This was written in the Bible, you know. You know, when God had kind of like felt bad for making man because man had done went against, you know, universal law or commandments. Ain't no different from a man saying, you know what, I wish I would have never laid down with that crackhead and had a child. Or I wish I would have never laid down with that demonic Jezebel lady and had a child. You know, you make a mistake. You didn't choose the righteous woman. You didn't choose a woman with a holy vessel and a right mind. And you had children with someone like that. So we take back things and we acknowledge that we fucked up, we messed up, and we got to forgive ourselves and go ahead and come out here under this sun, sweat out and detox and forgive ourselves and detox from these past mistakes and come back out here like I myself and start over again from 0 point. You feel me? Not no square one, but from 0 point. Not square 1 point, but 0 point. And start all over again and create. So I'm homeless. So I'm back at 0 point. So I'm back at the bottom out here. Back at the bottom, 0 point. Start back over under the sun. And I'm going to speak forth the right things now, this time around, while we in 2024 and while the vibrations is so high on Earth. Because see, when the vibrations is high on Earth and you say something wrong, you're going to manifest something that's wrong. When the vibrations high on Earth and you speak the right things, they're going to start to manifest for the greater good. Why not start from 0 point and acknowledge that you fucked up? It's time to start over and be careful what you say. That's what this video is about.